What's your name? Mindy knew the rap, the whole rap. I was like, Mindy? What on earth? That's amazing. Listen, I've already lost this battle. I don't feel like either order I would have done like I feel. But I got the jokes, so I've got that at least. No, thank you so much for listening to us and in this beautiful place. Thanks to Pinnacle Bank for having us here tonight. So as I mentioned about patience, I wrote this last song I'll play for you back in 2016. I wrote it over at the Starstruck building on Music Row, which is Reba McEntire's building, on a midweek day when it was raining and nobody had any ideas, and we were just all burned out, and we were all just, well, you don't have ideas as songwriters, you sit around and you start talking and you hope somebody accidentally says something that spurs a little creativity. So I was with my buddies Travis Dinning and Chris Stevens, and we were just talking. I had just gone to see the Dixie Chicks in Chicago, and Travis had just gone to see them here or in Atlanta, and they had played Nashville the night before. So we were just talking about them, and if you were a fan of the Dixie Chicks, you didn't just know the radio singles, like you knew the whole albums, because there's just great writing on there. And after a couple of hours of not having anything to write about, I said, why don't we just pick the simplest title we can think of? Let's just write a simple love song. Let's do it like singer-songwriters. Not even just a love song to your significant other, but to your children, whatever. Just really simple, and let's write it like singer-songwriters, and let's just say we did something today. So we stayed, we wrote it, we stayed and recorded it. Travis sang it, I sang a girl part on it. And I mean, we really put in the extra hours. I think we were there till almost 5:30. For songwriting, I mean, we start at the crack of 11. We usually go until about 3:30 with a solid hour and a half for lunch. But we stayed, and a couple days later, Chris Stevens sent us a little demo he had worked up on this. And we sent it in to our publisher, and she was about to have her first baby. And a couple days later, she sent us a video of her husband rocking their first daddy-daughter dance in the hospital to this. And we were like, well, if we just wrote it for that, that's amazing. And I started playing it out at places like the Bluebird Cafe, and people would come up and go, I'm getting married, can I get a copy of that? And I was like, here you go, here you go, here you go. Travis signed his record deal. We had a hit with After a Few. And he recorded it, and I sang on it with the full understanding they were gonna replace me with someone you guys have heard of, which was totally fine. And in the meantime, another artist had heard the song and said, can I have that song? Travis said, no, man, I cut it. And he goes, okay, no problem. So a year goes by, and the same artist comes back and says, hey, what do you do with that song? Travis goes, no, seriously, like, we're just waiting for the right moment to put this out. He's like, okay. Another year goes by, and the same artist comes back for the third, and what I've heard last time. He said, what are you doing with that song, man? And Travis called me and said, I think this might be his song. And I said, up to you. And so last year, Cody Johnson cut this song, and I was like, well, who are they going to replace me with? And they were like, Carrie, Underwood. And I was like, that'll be fine. Totally cool with me. I approve. So we wrote this, and earlier this year, this was a 2-week #1 song for Cody and Carrie. And about a month ago, we had the #1 party for this song. And the young girl who got rocked to this was there in her adorable, fancy dress. And 2 days before her 9th birthday, we had a #1 party for this song we wrote, and we had her come up and accept an award for Callie's song. So I'll finish with this. Again, thank you for having us. Stars are gonna light up a midnight sky. Sun's gonna burn in a southern July. Tides are gonna turn with the pull of the moon. The earth's gonna shake every now and then. Some runaway roads are gonna dead end. And on those days when the world feels cruel, I'm gonna love you. Time is gonna put a few lines on her face. We can cover it up, but hair's gonna gray. Life is gonna fly and be gone too soon. And I'm gonna love you. Yeah. Fun fact, that was Chris Stefano being my Vince Gill, because Vince Gill played the solo
Oh, that's
on the song.
I like that.